Welcome back, everybody, to the Renewal podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Skiles, and if you haven't listened to this podcast already, this podcast is developed to help motivate you to renew your mind. And if this is your first time listening to it, I encourage you to go back to the previous episodes. We have some absolute bangers on there, and really just learn and see what this podcast is all about, because we're all about growing and changing in Jesus. And without further ado, we're going to get to today's podcast, and it's going to be a bit of a different podcast. It's going to be super short and super sweet, but right to the point. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about, and one of the most important things you have to do in this life if you want to live life to the fullest. And that's having fun. Having fun with life. Like, I don't care what you say, I think type of people who have the most fun in life are kids. I think of my niece and nephews. They could pick up the most random object on this earth, like a clothes hanger or something, and they could be entertained for hours and hours on end, because they're having fun. They use their imagination. They're picturing things. They believe in themselves. Like, have fun with life. The Bible actually encourages us to be like kids. It says in Luke 18:17, "Truly I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it." Anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child. Like, you got to be like a little child. You got to have faith like a little child. Kids are always believing. They never give up. Never, ever, ever. If you tell them no, they're going to keep begging and begging and begging. But I just wonder if you could be like a child today and just have fun with life. And if you're saying, well, okay, yeah, have fun with life, but like, how do I do that? Go out and just like be outside. Do something you used to enjoy to do when you were a kid. Like, grab a piece of paper right now and a pen, pause this episode, and write down 10 things you used to love to do when you were a kid. And then pick one or two of them and go do them this week. And watch just how much more fun and how much more grateful and how much your life just enhances. Like, having fun is such a simple thing, but man, it's so important. Like, finding joy in the Lord. So, like I said, this is going to be a super short episode, but that's all I got for you guys. Is just really have fun. I encourage you to ask yourself, am I having fun with life? And if the answer to that is no, write down those 10 things you used to do when you were younger to have fun. And do a couple of them. I love you guys. Remember, change your mind, change your life. Peace.